Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to play with the new Natasha Denona Retro palette. This is it right here. I will admit that when I first saw the picture, I wasn't super excited. I was like, okay, it's kind of pinky. When I heard retro, I was thinking a little bit more retro, not quite as pink, burgundy, wedding kind of makeup. But when I saw it in person the other day, it's beautiful. It really is beautiful. It's prettier in person just because you can kind of see the textures than the pictures I saw online. But it doesn't scream retro to me. It really screams more like a Love palette second or something like that. I don't have the Love palette. It is on sale and I did not give in. I knew that because this one's new, they put a couple of her other palettes on sale for I think $32, but I was like, I do not need that. I do not need that. So I'm just sticking to this one. But with that being said, I wish the name was a little different. Again, she has her mini retro palette, which I have right here. This is the retro mini. And, this to me screams maybe a little bit more retro just because of these shades right here. I feel like those give me the retro vibe a little bit more. But this one right here screams more wedding, burgundy, pinkish colors. And I don't see anything that's similar between these two. I feel like this has a completely different vibe than this one. So I don't like the name. I don't like that she played off of this one when there's no resemblance, at least for me. But I do think that it looks prettier in person than online. And I did swatch it and the swatches were extraordinary. They looked beautiful, very pigmented, very rich. You have different formulas in these palettes, which is probably the thing I love most about her and Pat McGrath. They give you so many different formulas within a palette. So if you guys are interested to watch 3 looks with this palette, continue watching. Also, if you are new, please subscribe down below. We reached 2,000. Yay for us. And that's very exciting. So let's look at the swatches. The first one is Glitz, which is a duochrome. Second one is Andy, which is a cream to powder. Jude, which is a metallic. Maud, a cream matte formula. Vivienne, which is a cream to powder. Groove, cream matte. Opard, cream to powder. Psychedelic, crystal. Go-Go, cream to powder. Patty, cream to powder, which honestly, it does not look cream to powder. It looks more like a metallic. Swing, metallic. Nude Mauve, cream matte. Rebellion, cream to powder. Halio, metallic. And Amara, cream to matte. Okay, let's start with the color Maud right here. And I'm going to put this all over the lid to just even out the skin. It is a nice, almost white with a little bit of pink in it. It's a pretty color. Next, I'm going to take Vivienne and put it on my crease with the same fluffy brush. This is a very light. I think you have to build it up. This is cream to powder, yes. So her cream to powder formulas, you have to build them up a little bit more. But I do like that because you can decide how deep you want the color to be. I'm going to take a different brush that's not quite as fluffy as my other one and try to build this in my crease. I'm going to take Nude Mauve and build up that crease a little bit more. That shade is really pretty. It's pigmented. It blends in amazing. And I like the tone of this. It's more of a cool tone. I'm going to take the color Jude on my finger because it's more of that cool tone and add it all over the lid. I have a little bit of fallout. It's extremely soft, so it kind of dropped off a little bit. But that is such a beautiful shade. I like that it's this grayish, purplish color. And it's a very nicely pigmented. It blends in nice. Again, I use finger for every single shimmer color ever. I'm going to darken this look a little bit and take all part and build it in my crease just a little bit. I'm going to take Psychedelic on my finger and I'm going to put it right in the middle to add a little dimension. It's a little bit, it doesn't add too much. I feel like I have to build this color up a little bit to show up under that color Jude. I think over a lighter base, I think it would show a little bit better, or a really dark base. That way it has the contrast. I think those colors are pretty. They kind of play off of each other. Next, I'm going to take the color Mod and brighten this inner corner a little bit. Ooh, I don't like that. It's so cool tone. It's a little bit too pink. It's okay. We'll go with it. Take the same color and put it right here. I never like very cool tone matte colors on my inner corner. I think it just makes it look dirty. So I'm gonna try to take Psychedelic on my brush and put it in my inner corner to try to fix that. I'm going to take the color Psychedelic and try to brighten up right in the middle there. I'm going to also take a little bit of Jude and put it at the corners of that color. All right, I'm going to put mascara on and be right back. This is the first look. It's more of a cool tone. Everything blended in really nicely. I don't love cool tones on me. I really like warm tones, but I don't think it looks bad. I just don't think it's my preferred tones on me. However, the actual colors and the formulas blended in really well. It was so fast, no issues. I have to say, I've seen this before. I don't think this is extremely new and revolutionary, but they are pretty. I didn't like the color Mod. This one right here in my inner corner, I felt like it has too much pinky color, a little bit cool tone, and I feel like it kind of clashed. So I did add a little bit of the Pat McGrath highlighter, this one right here in the inner corner, to try to rescue that area. So this is the first look. Moving on to the second look, I'm going to start with the color Vivienne and put that one in my crease. I'm not gonna do Mod again. I felt like that took it a very cool tone quickly, just because it's so light. And I think it was just a little bit much for me. So I'm just gonna build Vivienne in my crease. Just give it some definition. Next, I am going to take the color Amara and build that a little bit in my crease. We're going a little bolder this time. And I don't want to stick to the very cool tone colors. I feel like the color Nude Mauve is pretty cool tone. This one is blending in really fast. I have no issues with it. It's a cream to matte formula, so it will give you a lot of pigment, but it's really pretty. I will say that I feel like it's going in a little bit more burgundy than this color right here. I feel like this one had a little bit more red undertone, but on the eye, it looks like I probably put this one on. I am going to take the color Go Go and put it a little bit under my crease. I like that color. I think that color is really pretty, the color Go Go. Is it Go Go? Yeah. Or Goo Goo? Go Go. That color Go Go is really pretty. I think I'm going to use that next in my crease as the main crease color, because I think that's really pretty. I want to darken this a little bit more, so I am going to take a little bit more denser, fluffier brush, and I'm going to take Rebellion. So Rebellion is a cream to matte powder formula. I always get confused. So I want to see how this works. That goes on a little bit lighter than in the pan, which I expect with her cream to matte formulas. I expect that to happen because you have to build those colors up. It is a pretty color. It's a little bit, again, lighter than in the pan. I guess we're going pretty smoky. I'm gonna take the Vivienne and clean the edges a little bit. All over the lid, I want to take the color Glitz right here. This is looking really pretty. Let's see. Yes. That color is fantastic. It is beautiful. And it works so well with those burgundy colors. So pretty. It is very crumbly though. Like in the pan, it kind of makes a mess, which I don't care, but just to mention it. Build this up a little bit more, why not? And then I'm going to take whatever I have left on my blending brush and blend it in. I don't want to make a huge halo eye, just a slight halo eye. The colors that are, I would say, the most interesting, the Glitz color is right here, and the Psychedelic is here. So I'm going to swatch them just so you have an idea of the difference in these two colors. Here you go. So this is, which one's this? Glitz and Psychedelic. I would say that Glitz is definitely a bit more multi-chrome. Psychedelic, it's almost like a topper. So I want to see how Psychedelic looks on top of this, although I don't think it's going to show up much, but why not? I don't think it's showing up much. If anything, it just gives a little bit more dimension, which I'm all for. I will take a small flat brush, spray it a little bit, and I'm going to take the Psychedelic and put it in my inner corner. Yeah, that's really pretty. On my lower lash line, I'm going to take Amara right here. And also the color Rebellion, which is that cream to powder formula. And that shows up very bright, very bright. And then with a slightly fluffier brush, I'm going to take the color Go Go and blend underneath all that. I do feel like I need something there, so I will take Glitz. I'm probably going to make a mess, but I'm going to add it in the inner corner area, halfway. I made a slight mess, not as bad as I expected, so I'm just gonna kind of fluff it all around. I am going to put mascara on and be right back. So this is the second look finished. I'm liking it. It's a very pinkish burgundy. I really like the glitz color and the psychedelic. I think they're very unique and pretty. And as you can tell, like, this is very cool tone. This is definitely a little bit more pink and bridal almost. So you can definitely get two very different looks from this palette. So this is look number 2. All right, I'm gonna take all of this off and come back and do our third look. There's a bunch of kids playing outside, like right in front of my window. I've kind of waited a little bit to see if they'll leave, but they're not. So I was just gonna record either way, so ignore the background. Okay, let's start with, I kind of want to do more of a matte look, because when I think of retro, I think more of that like super matte lid, a pretty dark crease. I kind of want to do something like that. I know Natasha Denona has this picture right here. There you go. It looks so beautiful, and I kind of want to do something like that. Let's try. So she put Vivienne on the lid, all over the lid. So we're gonna do the same thing. Maybe I should have set wide a little bit. I will say that these cream to powder mattes, I feel like you're gonna go through them so much faster than the other ones, because you really have to pack them on, and somehow in the pan I think they just get messier and you pick up more product than the regular colors. But I do love the effect that it has on the eye. It almost looks like creamy but matte. It's a really beautiful look on the eyes. Okay, next she took Mod, that really light color, as a transition, just to, I think, clean it up pretty much right there. Then she took a part as a like cut crease. I have this tiny blending brush. Maybe I should do a more precise brush. I'm gonna take this brush from Real Techniques and just want to place the product. So she did kind of like a cut crease. Let me take another look. I have a bit hooded eyes, so my cut crease will look a little different. And kind of like that. Then I'm going to take this teeny tiny blending brush and smooth it out. I don't want to like completely take that crease, just blend it too much, just a little bit. Because I think the point of this look is to have more of that cut crease kind of feel. Okay, kind of like that. I'm gonna go ahead and try the other eye and see how bad we can mess it up. All right, so we kind of have the rough shape. She does have this line on her bottom lashes that's a bit more intense. What I'm gonna do, I'm going to put a liquid liner. I'm going to put the nude liner also in the waterline, and just a little bit of that O part on the lower lash line. Maybe make it a little bit more wearable. We'll see. Okay, and I'll do all that and be right back. Now she has this black line that goes all the way in the inner corner. My eye shape does not work with that. This inner part is not pointed, so it's pretty round, like my inner duct. Is that how you say it? This area. And every time I try to do that, it just looks a little bit messy because it's so rounded and it's so big, like it's not a pointed area. So I may skip that and just focus on the outer area and maybe do some actual powder there. I'll figure it out and be right back. We are back 1 hour later with the finished look. I put lashes on, and I literally never put lashes on. I didn't even put lashes on my wedding day. So that shows you guys how committed I am to this look. I don't know how people wear lashes every single day. Anyway, back to the look. So this is what the look turned out. What I did, I put the color O part right here and did a secondary line on the bottom, and I put my cream liner, the Tarte cream eyeliner, in my waterline and here, and then a ton of mascara. So I hope you guys like it. I'm liking it. I feel like this looks a little bit more retro to me than the other looks. Let's talk about my final thoughts on this palette. Overall, I really like it. I think it's beautiful. I didn't have one dud color. They all performed so well. So absolutely no issues there. This color right here, is it Ray? No, Glitz and Psychedelic are really beautiful. They have a beautiful texture to them. The mattes perform absolutely amazing. I had no issues blending the colors in. I think my only con is that the mattes, I have 3 that are very similar. This one right here, the Groove, Rebellion, and Amara. These 3 on the eye, they perform similar. Like, I feel like I wish I had more options. This one turns quite burgundy on the eye. This isn't as pigmented as you see it there. And this one is pretty true to what you see here. Do I think they blend in beautifully? Yes. I just wish she gave me more options of those mattes. Maybe just give me a deeper burgundy, maybe one that is more on the red side. I thought that this one would do that, but again, it turned on the lid pretty similar to this one right here. So that is a con that I have with this palette. Another con is that I wish I had a bit more colors that are like this one, the crystal. I wish I had another one. The Psychedelic is really pretty, but it kind of gets lost on the eye unless you use this as the main one. I try to use this one to emphasize the middle of my eye, and I just felt like it didn't do enough. I wanted just a little bit more. So that's another con. However, I bet if you use this one just by itself on the lid, it would be stunning even on top of that. But Glitz is definitely my favorite color out of this whole bunch. I really liked the Go-Go color right here as well. That one is just such a beautiful undertone. I think it's beautiful. I like the texture. Also, Jude is a beautiful color. Look at that. It is stunning. I really like it. And honestly, I wish I paired that one with Andy. These two together, I think they would look really pretty. Even this one, Amara. Like, I think there's like really cute looks that you could do. So I think I've done 3 looks that are all very different, which I really enjoy. So overall, the palette is beautiful. Not one dud. I didn't play with Patty. It's the least exciting color in here. I think it just doesn't have enough punch. It's just a pretty kind of basic, it's not even super metallic. It's just a little bit shimmery. It's nothing intense. And I also didn't play with the color Swing, but that one looks stunning. I think that would be a beautiful shade. Also, I didn't play with the color Helio. It's this one right here. Let's compare it to June. So this one, June is a little bit more grayish right here, and June has a little bit more pink. I bet that it's going to be beautiful, but you know, I only have 2 eyeballs. So overall, I think the palette's beautiful. If you don't have these tones in your collection, I don't think you're going to regret it. You can make so many fun looks with this. It's beautiful. I think you can wear it day to day if you like more of those peachy, pink, burgundy colors. I think you're gonna enjoy it. And I like that you can be a little bit more cool tone with this right here, or you can do a little bit of warmth too with those. So overall, it's a beautiful palette. I had fun playing with it, and I hope you guys enjoy these looks. So leave me your thoughts down below. Did you enjoy these looks? Which one was your favorite? This is definitely my favorite, absolutely, because it's just a little bit more out there. Obviously, I'm not gonna wear this on a daily basis. So I'm looking forward to hearing your thoughts down below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.